Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we have the best players at each position, and I did want to make this video right before Zero Chill. I do feel like, obviously, Zero Chill is going to bring us some crazy content, and I'll be updating, make another video just like this maybe 3 weeks from now, talking about all, adding all of the Zero Chill cards, and also I'll be ranking the Zero Chill cards throughout the promo as well. But I did want to get this video out for you guys today, right before the Zero Chill promo. Before we get started, if you are in the 53% of people who watch the videos and are not subscribed, I'm not sure if the non-subscribed number going up is good or bad. I don't know, but if you're in that part of the people, change it. Let's flip the script here. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. Shout out for today's video goes to my man Carter for commenting the emoji on last video. If you want a chance to be shouted out in the next one, let's comment the beaver emoji. And the plan is, by the end of the video, we will have this entire lineup filled out, offense and defense. I might not cover like the offensive linemen, but they will be here on at the end of the video, so make sure you do stick around. Okay, let's get started with the cornerbacks. The first card we're going to talk about is this Richard Sherman. The 93 Sherman is the best cornerback in the game right now, and then this Richard Sherman is obviously still very good. I would still put him over guys like Joey Porter and guys like that. Maybe not over Deion, and maybe not over Deron Bland, who are also going to be on the final lineup. Deion Sanders, obviously, here are the stats. Deion cards always play crazy. All you gotta do is boost him over to over 90 man coverage, or 90 zone coverage, and then you have Deron Bland as well if you can get him to 90 man coverage with zero AP pick artist. I mean, this card's also insane at 6 foot. So my top 3 corners: Clayton Sherman, Deion Sanders, Deron Bland, and I would probably go with. Obviously Christian Gonzalez probably number 4. I would say Gonzalez 4, and then I would actually put the other version of Sherman at number 5. So those are my cornerbacks. But obviously, we're looking for a size speed combination, and all of those guys, are over 6 foot. So that's kind of what's happening here, especially with out of position cards coming up too. It's gonna get crazy out here. Okay, let's go running back, and I'm not gonna say much about the running backs right now. The best running back in the game is Todd Gurley. He is the best. But obviously not everyone can afford or wants to do the Todd Gurley set. So I would say Marshall Faulk's number 2. Marshall Faulk, he's played amazing for me. 93 speed, 93 acceleration with 90 ball carrier. So I would say those are 2 good options. If you want a third option, I would probably say either Cordero Patterson or Bijan Robinson. The reason why I would take Bijan over Cordero is just because of the freight train. That's the only reason. But 93 speed, this card plays great. 5'11", 220. But to me, the X Factor freight train is just so much better than anything that Cordero Patterson gets. So, in my opinion, I would put Bijan over Patterson. I do know that it is not some people's opinions of the card, but that's how I feel. I would go Bijan over Cordero at that number 3 spot. So next up, we have the quarterbacks, and obviously, this man is in the game right now. Mike Vick is in the game, so not this one. This one. But you cannot have this card yet. So, I think we're getting pretty close to being able to get Mike Vick, right? So, I wanted to go to upgrades. A lot of us are probably like somewhere in this range, right? So, or maybe even in this range. But Mike Vick, obviously a monsters card, man. He will be the best quarterback in the game when he comes out. Most likely, when we're able to get our hands on the card, it'll be like Randy Moss was, where he was the best wide receiver. I think Vic will kind of turn into that. So if you're watching this video down the road and Mike Vick is accessible, just know I think he probably would be the best because he has the best of both worlds, which I will mention right now. So to me right now in the game, Anthony Richardson is the best quarterback, most well-rounded quarterback, can do everything. If you want to run the ball at your quarterback, want to roll out, Richardson's able to do it all. Good acceleration, good speed, all that stuff is there. Also, Slinger 3 is a pretty decent release. And for abilities, he does get set feet lead, which obviously makes him really, really nice. Doesn't get hot round master, but does get set feet lead. To me, though, the best quarterback from the pocket is Joe Flacco. At 6'6", with the Slinger 1 release on the right side, this card feels majestic. He throws nothing but lasers, and also you're able to kind of build him pretty cheap. Like you can give him the Gunslinger X Factor, which was what I was doing. I was giving him Gunslinger X Factor. I feel like Slinger 1's good enough where you don't need it every single time, so having it every once in a while is really nice. So I was giving him the Gunslinger X Factor and also giving him set feet, and it played really well. So it's really just a 4 IP setup for Gunslinger and set feet every once in a while, which is really, really nice at 6'6" with this release. Joe Flacco is butter, and I do believe he's the best pocket passer in the game right now. And also, he can roll out, he can move. I was running read option with the card, I was rolling out with the card. Really wouldn't expect that from a Joe Flacco card, but this card is able to do all of those things. Obviously can't run like Anthony Richardson, but still good, very good for a Joe Flacco. Okay, let's go tight ends. I think Rob Gronkowski is the best tight end in the game right now. And again, both these cards are top tier at their position. I would probably put this Gronk card over both Jimmy Graham and Julius Thomas, who are my 2 and 3 right now in the game. Jimmy Graham, Julius Thomas. Also, Luke Musgraves is nice. John Mackey's nice. Kincaid I like too, and we obviously cannot get Darnell Washington yet. But yeah, Rob Gronkowski, I think this one's the best version. And I think this one's honestly could be the number 2 as well. The reasoning for this is just based off of the run blocking. I don't think we really have a big. I mean, if you don't care about run blocking, go get Jimmy Graham, go Julius Thomas, go get those guys, Luke Musgrave, whoever you want to do. But I value run blocking at the tight end position, and Gronk being 6'6", almost 270, is insane with these route running stats. Great in the red zone, great for agging. I mean, he plays crazy, right? And even does get minute elite for 1 AP. And things like that, and then Vanguard cover athlete, things like that are nice. So even this Gronk is really good, but this is this right here, this one. This is the Gronk that we love, right? 92 speed, 90 acceleration, 94 break tackle, crazy run blocking stats. Tight apprentice for 1 AP for those who don't use Hot Route Master or can't fit it onto the quarterback. And also, unstoppable third down, things like that are really nice on Gronk. So I wonder if unstoppable third down does it still only work on third down, or does it work on every single play? I don't know. That's actually a pretty interesting question. But yeah, if you don't want to buy Gronk, not that these guys are cheaper, but Jimmy Graham and Julius Thomas would be right behind both Gronkowskis, in my opinion. Okay, so usually I do not talk offensive linemen in these videos, but I'm telling you right now, these cards are necessary on your team. If you have cheats, or if you have room for cheats, and you're like, should I cheat on the quarterback, the running back? I'm telling you, using offensive lineman cheats on these guys just makes sense. And I'll explain why. It's really simple. Just the speed. I'm telling you, it has revolutionized my run game. And something I've noticed for plenty of years on Madden, where linemen just move faster on next gen than a lot of cards. They just do. I mean, I can, I don't know if I have the footage still, but I did drop 250 yards with George Fant on a pro player. Like, it's crazy. George Fant, just an offensive tackle. It's happened. So linemen have this weird engine in this. I don't know what it is on next gen, but they just move at different speeds. And then you give them speed, it gets nasty out here. And you give them, I'm telling you, Darnell Wright, Joe Tippmann, and Steve Avila, all super nasty cards, bro. And if you have cheats, I recommend, and not using them as receivers, obviously. Don't do that. That's not as good anymore because they drop passes way more consistently now. But yeah, getting to the second level, being the lead blocker down the field, 50 yards down the field, you'll see your lineman just enter the screen. He's hauling ass and picking up a big block for you to score that touchdown. Even on pass plays, this is effective. So obviously running, very effective, but getting that second level is so important in this game, more than ever. So Joe Tippmann, Darnell Wright, Steve Avila are all the best at their positions because of that super elite speed. Okay, let's talk free safeties. And in my opinion, the best free safety in the game right now is still Brian Branch. I know we have Sean Taylor, but to me it is still Brian Branch. It's the 92 man coverage, the 90 zone coverage, great hit power, crazy speed and acceleration at 6 foot. Brian Branch to me is the best free safety in this game right now. And the number 2 I would say is Sean Taylor. Number 2, Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor does get discounted pick artist, but I would rather have usable man coverage than have 60 man coverage. Obviously, what I was trying to say was I'd rather have usable man coverage, like elite man coverage, than have a 1 AP discount on pick artist, in my opinion. Obviously, 95 hit power is better. The speed's crazy. The acceleration slice even taller than Brian Branch. But to me, Brian Branch still number 1. I would put Sean Taylor at number 2 for the free safeties. And so now we have these strong safeties, and I'm very surprised that this man will not be making today's video. But we have 2 names here. Obviously, the first one is Jimmy Ward, 5'11". So you look at Dawkins and you look at Jimmy Ward, and they're pretty similar cards. I would say whichever one you're able to get for cheaper, but I am going to give Jimmy Ward this slight edge. Very similar, both over 90 man, 90 zone, but Jimmy Ward is 1 inch slower for +1 speed. I'm making that trade all day. And also 90 play rec, 90 awareness, very important on a safety. So Jimmy Ward, really nice card, man. Really, really nice card. Obviously for the Niners team, does come with a slight price tag, but what good card in this game doesn't at this point? The card prices are crazy right now, by the way. And finally, for our number 1 strong safety, it's of course be Isaiah Pacheco. Can't hit at all. But 94 awareness, 94 play rec, 92 COD, 93 agility at 5'10", with 94 zone coverage, 94 man coverage, 95 zone, 91 press. This card can play everywhere. He can do everything besides hit. He's able to tackle pretty well though. 90 pursuit's not bad. With 76 tackling on a safety, definitely want a conservative tackle with Pacheco because the hit power is so low. But these coverage stats, man, are crazy. And not to mention the discount abilities are also really nice with 2 AP deep out zone KO, which does save an AP on defense and makes other things possible in defense. So it's one of the best abilities in the game. Getting that for 2 AP on a deep safety is crazy. And Pacheco, obviously, so, he's not the tallest guy, but with KO, just play, just obviously SWAT, hit X or what is it, circle or square on PlayStation. I don't know what the buttons are on PlayStation. I don't know. Whichever one it is. I don't know. It's the one on the left. Click that one. And just play the ball with the knockout, and no one's gonna be able to complete a deep bomb on Pacheco because of the crazy, fastest card in the game right now besides Gurley, and also crazy high zone coverage is crazy, and also the price tag. Again, what good card in this game doesn't come with a price tag at this point? Okay, let's now talk wide receivers. My number 1 wide receiver in the game right now is LTD Jerry Rice with the 1 AP mid and elite, and usually mid and elite is not that good, but this year, if you're running wide side corner routes, this ability will actually light up. If Jerry's in bunch running a corner route from the slot against man coverage, this ability will light up for 1 AP. It is really, really nice. And obviously on offense, it being an odd number, it's kind of tough to fit in the 1 APs and things like that. And EA knows that's why they do it. But 93 speed, 91 acceleration, 3 thresholds across the board. Jerry Rice, obviously a monster. And again, there's a price tag there. Number 2, I'm going to go with Puka Nacua. This card plays crazy. I played against him a couple times, and he is insane. Just moves better than kind of what the stats suggest, in my opinion. But obviously 3 thresholds, 6'1" at 206. No discounted abilities, unfortunately, but still a really, really, really nice card. At number 3, I'm going to go with Stephon Gilmore. Yes, he's slower than Puka, but I think Puka just is more well-rounded as far as after the catch and things like that. Just feels more solid, in my opinion. But Stephon Gilmore, 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 3 thresholds. This card also does play crazy and does get 2 AP short and elite, which is discounted, but, short and elite isn't really what it used to be, in my opinion. Still good, but, Stephon Gilmore obviously needs to make this list today. At number 4, I'm going to go with Devonta Smith. This one could either be Devonta Smith or Deshaun Jackson. Devonta Smith's a little bit taller than Deshaun Jackson. Same speed, same thresholds. The only real difference is the fact that Deshaun Jackson does get the 3 AP deep elite, which is really nice. I've gotten it to light up a couple times, but Deshaun Jackson plays great for me on my Rams team, obviously. But I think if you have no theme team ties, Devonta Smith is the better option. Just having that extra height never hurts to have when they're the exact same speed. And for our last receiver, I'm going to go with Chris Carter here. 6'3", 3 thresholds, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. A little bit clunky after the catch, but not bad. I'll go Chris Carter. Obviously, Matt Collins could be here. Obviously, Steve Largent maybe has a little debate to make it here today. But those, are my, even maybe what's his name does too. Mike Urban at 92 speed has a chance to make it here as well. But those are my top 5 wide receivers right now in Madden 24. Okay, boys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the final lineup, though. Obviously, all the guys I mentioned on the offensive line. We also do add Joe Thomas, Alex Mack. But like I said, these 3 linemen are must-have offensive linemen. If you don't believe me, just get one of them and try it. And just notice how they move on the field. It's insane. The receivers, there you go. Bijan Robinson, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. All the guys are there. And then on defense, here it is. So there's a couple cards that we didn't talk about. The best user in the game right now to me is Ray Lewis with 0 AP Lurk Artist. And we also have 2 Lurk options for outside linebacker. Me right now, I'm actually using Derek Brooks with Lurk Artist. Plays amazing. Also now we have Josh Allen. This card needs to be mentioned. Just how good he is. He is 6'5" with 92 man, 92 zone. Crazy speed, good acceleration, even good COD and awareness, but also does get 0 AP Lurk Artist, which is just insane. So Josh Allen, it needs to be mentioned in this video just how good his card is. Probably debatably the best user in the game right now. I think he definitely could take the cake for that over Ray Lewis, but he's not a middle linebacker. But best user in the game, I think, is probably Josh Allen. As far as our edge rushers go, guys that aren't going to be users from the outside linebacker positions, I'm going to go with Tavis Robinson, or Tavis, how you say his name, and Nolan Smith. And then for up front guys, obviously he's J.J. Watt on right end. Leonard Floyd also right end, very nice. At the tackle, we got Aaron Donald, William Perry. And at left end, we of course have Javon Curse. Those are, here's kicker punter, by the way. So that is our full lineup. Let me know if you have any questions. Who is snubbed? Let me know down in the comment section. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.